Hey, what's up guys? My name is Kernel and welcome back to another video. Now today, I'm going to be showing you on how to fix a critical error known as, I think it's called Kernel ID 41. Basically, Kernel ID 41 is basically it crashes. Basically, what it means, it's like it crashes your PC like all of a sudden you say like you're idle, right? Like it's running normally and all of that, but for some reason all of a sudden it crashes, gives you a blue screen, and when you look in the critical error and see it says the PC likely crashed from a like they just crashed randomly, lost power, or in general a hardware failure. But I'm gonna tell you on how to fix it. Basically, I found a way to fix mine. I found out how to fix mine, but I'm gonna show you how I fixed mine. And if you guys want to try out my settings, then go for it. The reason why I'm making these is because I've seen YouTube tutorials about this, but they tell you how to do it weirdly, like scan your files to see if there's corrupted, or like general just completely scan it. And I feel like that's kind of useful, but at the same time I don't know. But I managed to fix mine, I believe, with something simple actually. So basically, a lot of people are probably getting this error because either it just crashes randomly. If it keeps crashing over and over again, that means something is definitely up, like a hard drive failure. Then, and here's the thing, I found out that it's none of those. Like nothing was wrong. Like the motherboard, graphics card, everything was running perfectly, even when stress testing. Like when I went on and did the stress test, basically what I do is I use the OCCT stress tester and stress test everything for like 10 minutes straight. Like that's what I always normally do, even though it's recommended at an hour. Like it's always stuck in an hour. But when I did the stress test, it was running normally. Like it was like running normally. Like everything was going good, and it errors popped up, and it wasn't crashing when doing the stress test. Even when I'm doing the low minimum, like I said, like I'm not using too much power, it still crashes. Like I'm not using too much my GPU, my CPU, and everything else. I'm not using that much. It still crashes, right? But I know a way to. Well, this is the way I fixed it, and this is probably the same thing. So say if it's not like a hardware failure, like for example you stress tested and see it's pretty good, then it's got to do with low power. And in order to fix this, go to edit power plan. Once you're in here, go to power options. Go back to power options if you're like already at the thing. Make sure instead of having it balanced, have it at high performance, because it may use more energy, but that's the one that I needed to use because my PC requires a lot more power than normal. Because here's the thing, I thought it doesn't need that much power, but apparently it needs a lot. Like for example, I'm used to my old PC using like power saver or balanced, because it's not like one of those high-end PC. But since I got this in, I thought, oh, I might as well have balance or power save on still. No, that won't give you the necessary power, so high performance will always do the trick. And not all of that, what I always would recommend is going to choose what power option, going down here, change settings and click off, turn on fast startup. I recommend turning that off. A lot of people recommend like this helps start your PC faster after shutdown. Restart isn't affected. I recommend turning that off, even though it says recommend. Turn it off because it will not work pretty good. I heard it's not doing too good on Windows 11 because Windows 11 actually does end up doing a bunch of errors. And there's another tip that I will show you on what to do. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What it is, I completely forgot. Here, let me. Hold on. Okay, found out what it is. So Windows R and type in this SY. Here, let me do this. SYSDM.cpl. Press OK. And once you're in like this is system properties. Go to advanced. Go down to let me see. View this system startup, system failure, and debug information. You go to settings and go down to see where it says automatically restart. Uncheck it and press OK. And that's it. That's the one thing I would recommend doing. And I believe it's working so far. I haven't experienced a crash within the few hours. Like say, hey, your PC is crashing within the few hours. Like say, my PC crashes within like 1 maybe 2 hours, maybe a little more if lucky. But yeah, it will still crash and it would go to straight to BIOS. And yeah, so basically this is what's working for me for now. If it's still a problem, it's gotta be my power supply. Depending on which kind of power supply you're using, I'm using a 750 watt power supply. So yeah, anyway, these are the tips that I know of and are working so far. The reason why I say working so far is because I don't know if it's working or not, but it's still though. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helps out a little bit. If it still crashes, it may be the power supply, because power supplies tend to not give out that much power depending on your PC. Like the most power it's using is for the graphics card, which is a 550 watt power that's recommended. And yeah, but it's still working okay. It's still doing pretty good. But yeah, anyway, hopefully these tips help you out. If it's not working out, go to a PC store or buy a new power supply and put it in. And yeah, if it's not the power supply, it's either a hardware failure. So yeah, but either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one.